So now we're going to go into sort of little pitches that people are going to make. Phil will be back at the end to make a quick pitch on that. But first up to the stage, welcome Richard Robinson, who's from AECOM. He's the Chief Executive of Civil and Infrastructure for Europe, the Middle East, India, and Africa.
So I first of all want to talk a little bit about demand, and I think Phil did a tremendous job of stealing some of my best statistics there, but I'll go over some of them as we go. So in terms of demand, hopefully you read our CBI AECOM infrastructure survey results recently, which I think were tremendously supportive of infrastructure. If you look at the support, I mean, it is a survey of business, I have to qualify that, but in terms of some of the key stats out of that, 99% of respondents thought that it was key for their business in the near future that Network Rail complete their investment program. 97% thought it was key that Highways England complete their investment program in roads. 85% for a new runway in the southeast. 82%, I think, off the top of my head, for high-speed rail. So tremendous support. I mean, if you were a politician looking for votes, they were sort of numbers you'd dream of, right? So absolutely amazing support from business for infrastructure. Case well made. Predictions into the future for the rest of the globe. I think it is a case that has traction. So that's what leads us to some numbers that suggest we have a big skills shortage, right? These are words that get used, skill deficit. From a base of, say, 160,000 people who currently work in construction in the transportation industry, in this country, we're going to need 55,000 or so more, which is, however your maths works, that's around 30-odd%. Well, I see this problem completely from the other end of the telescope, actually. And I think it's very UK of us, it's very British of us to present this as a problem. So if you've ever worked in a business, which I'm sure all of you have, that a business that's growing, it's fantastic to work in a growing business, right? There's new jobs are getting created, your bonuses are great, the whole thing's got just a great buzz and an atmosphere around it. You work in a business that's contracting, not as in contracting building stuff, as in getting smaller. It's a pretty unpleasant place to be. You're laying people off, you can't afford training, you can't afford pay rises. So I think we're looking at this in completely the wrong way, and I think this skills shortage is a massive skills opportunity for the country. To put some of this in context then, so it's okay me saying it's a great opportunity, but can we actually deliver it? If you think of, say if you take 50,000 people we need to bring into the transport construction industry, we currently produce in the UK around 46,000 engineering graduates a year. We have tens of thousands of apprenticeships within the construction sector, probably hundreds of thousands actually, when we add all the various sectors up. And if you think of one of the slides that Phil showed us about productivity, if we could just close that 20-odd% productivity gap, we'd be well on half the way there to covering the gap in skills that we think we have. Not to mention probably the thing that I think is the most important, we've got this enormous untapped resource in our country that's called women for construction. That we have shamefully overlooked so far as an industry, and I know a lot of companies and a lot of agencies are doing really working hard at this, and I think that's a fantastic thing. So I think I think the scale of the problem's not that massive when you look at the various areas it could be tackled through, and personally my point of view is it's not really a problem, it's a huge opportunity to bring a lot of new people into our industry, to train them up in fantastic new jobs, fantastic new skills that will be saleable around the world afterwards. So that's my pitch. Opportunity, not problem. Thank you.
Thanks, Richard. American company perspective there, so it's all very positive. Okay.